Good morning, Heritage family. My name is Jesse Ellis, and this is my beautiful wife, Dana. Today we're going to talk about weathering the storms. God sends many storms our way. Some are foreseeable, others come at us with little to no time to react. It's during these times, these troubled times, that our everlasting faith in God strengthens. Strengthens our mettle and our ability to weather these adverse situations.
Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This verse is a promise. It's saying to those who love God and are doing their best to obey His command. Evil, bad, sad things will still come our way, but God will use them ultimately to bring good in our lives and to the world.
Yeah. So I was reading an analogy about this, and it stated that we are trees in the forest, and living our life through Christ and believing in good strengthens and deepens our roots. So when these storms come, we can stand tall no matter what. And as first generation Christians, I feel that we have been shallow and deep rooted over the past few years, and can personally attest to this.
Back in 2016, 2017, Jesse and I were both deployed back to back. He was gone for 4 months, and then shortly when he returned, I left for 7 months. These times were very trying for us. We struggled quite a bit to stand tall as trees. Braylon was recently diagnosed with ADHD, and the meds were taking a toll on his emotions. School and work life were pulling us in a million different directions. You could say that our roots were very shallow during this time. We had started casually going to church a few months prior to Jesse leaving, but we weren't really connecting with the church that we were attending at the time.
No, not really. So you fast forward a little bit to late summer 2018. This is like August, September. We're still going to church when it's convenient, which wasn't very often. And Avery had been diagnosed with severe Crohn's disease and was maybe 2 weeks removed from the hospital. And at that time, when he got out of the hospital, I had to go to Florida for work for 3 weeks. So Dana was left to hold down the fort. And I wasn't gone for 24 hours, and Avery was readmitted to the hospital for emergency surgery of perforated stomach. And Dana was at her wit's end. I was in Florida at the time, when I got the news, lying in bed, literally in tears, asking, God, like, why would you do this? As trees, Dana and I, we'd blown over. The storm definitely got the best of us.
This is when Heritage Church came into our lives. Actually, it's been in our lives for 13 years. We just couldn't see it. All 3 of our kids had attended the daycare at some point, and currently Cole is there. Miss Heather had been there the whole time with our children, and she's been a wonderful caretaker to our boys, and I know she played a role in what happened next. God bless her.
God bless Miss Heather. Nice lady.
Yes, a nice lady. So when I was at the hospital, deprived of sleep, emotionally spent, the nurse came into Avery's room saying that there was Pastor Bob here. And I had never heard of him before, and I was too tired to interact. Well, he wasn't taking no for an answer. So he came into the room, said a prayer, bought us dinner, and it was just a wonderful small encounter, but it left a large impression on me.
Yeah, such a large impression that basically fast forward to the day, and I'm happy to say that Heritage Church is and will forever be our church, and our roots are stronger than ever. We have been enduring this pandemic, and to boot, no pun intended, I broke my big toe, Cole broke his arm. We're homeschooling the boys to the best of our ability, really the best of Dana's ability. She just points, tells me what to do. And work has been sporadic and very unpredictable. But our roots have grown very deep into the soil. So this storm, it's not going to blow us over because our faith in the Lord keeps us strong.
So always remember, God's promise helps us weather the storm. God is trustworthy, He is faithful and listens to you. He loves you unconditionally, and God is in control.